Just one step in front of the logo, and he's wet.
What up, Clipper Nation? Zubats coming off the bench in his first game back. Apparently said he didn't want to disrupt the flow of what they got going on. Coach Lou reiterated he is the starter, but for now, they're going to go with what's working.
Does he have a minutes limit tonight?
He didn't say.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm sure he is. It's probably like 20 minutes, maybe less. Hold up, y'all. Zoo back, but coming off the bench for now. I think it's a smart move. Bring him back slowly. I'm guessing he can't play 30 minutes yet. And you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. As long as they're winning and it's working, I'm good with them rolling with it, especially when Zubats is the one who volunteered to come off the bench. But they reiterated he is the starter. We'll see how long this goes for. How are we doing, Clipper Nation? Show starts in about 6 minutes here. Did I mention Dime Droppers coming on? Yeah, we'll see how long it goes with Zoo as the backup. We'll see. Look, as long as they're winning, all good. Of course, for those of you who are screaming trade of Issa Zubats, this would kind of hurt his value. No. I mean, Zoo's not going to be playing full minutes yet, so to have him as the starter right now, it makes sense. I don't know what's going to happen with the Ionic minutes. Let's go ice cold beverage. Zoo's a team guy. Don't be surprised by this. Alex Webb's at a wedding. Zoo for who? I gotta wake up. I need it. A little 5-hour energy shot here. Cheers. Show starts in 3. Who's this Dallas Mavericks troll in here? Should I do something about this? Do we have to regulate?
Mount up.
Can you turn down the return a little bit from 570? It's still loud. It didn't go down at all. The return from 570? It didn't go down. Nah, it did. Yeah, thank you.
You good with that level there?
We'll see how loud it gets, but it should be all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me know.
I know you got that fancy digital shit.
I'm getting a new board too, just like this one, but a little bit bigger.
Ooh.
And it has
Widescreen?
It has Wi-Fi control, so I can control it from anywhere in the arena.
Ooh. That's nice. Meanwhile, I still have an instant replay machine I use. Yeah, I mean, if Wemby can come off the bench from injury, Zubas can. Are we living rent-free with Mavericks fans? Is that what's happening here, guys? Why else would they be in the chat that says Clippers talk? Kind of strange.
Stumbled into the wrong chat room.
Let's go, Dominique.
There he is, man. He's warming up.
Welcome into Clippers Countdown as your LA Clippers are taking on the 21-12 Boston Celtics, who some thought would be going through a transitional year, going through one, I should say, a gap year without Jason Tatum. But they're third in the East while being led by their finals MVP in Jaylen Brown. and have a chance to make another run at the crown this year if Tatum returns in time from that Achilles injury. Meanwhile, the Clippers, well, they're just trying to get back in play-in positioning after a slow start to the season, but they've been the hottest team in the league with the best player in the world over the last 6 games. All victories for the Clippers thanks to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi had 20 of his 45 points in the fourth quarter as the Clippers were able to pull away from the Utah Jazz and win 118-101 to make it 6 straight victories. Here was Kawhi postgame on FanDuel TV with Jamie Maggio. We'll see what Kawhi Leonard has in store tonight as the Clippers welcome in the Boston Celtics here at Into a Dome. Tip-off is just about 59 minutes away. Coming up here in your pregame show, you're going to hear from the head coach and Tyronn Lue. Also, Darian Vaziri, Dime Dropper, will be here in our Media Roundtable segment. But up next, it's your radio voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. What, do I need to highlight your name?
That's not how you spell it.
That's how I spell it. Did I say it all right?
You did.
Well, what else matters?
You're right. You're right. It probably just autocorrects. Barley, do you mind turning the station down in my ears? Thank you so much.
That's what I said.
Huh? I literally can't hear you.
No, I thought I had to ask him to do that in mine earlier.
Okay.
Daniel, thanks for
How's
grabbing
that?
all that sound.
Can you
More?
a little bit more, please? Thank you.
There?
Maybe it's just my headset
Looking at,
or this ad.
is this Goldilocks and the Three Bears? Too hot, too cold.
Just like a little. Golly. Yeah, just turn it down a little bit more.
Yeah,
please.
there's that other
Yeah.
variable because our ads just go up and down.
Thank you so much, Barley. That sounds good.
I
That's
don't hear
good.
much
That's
now.
good.
I can barely hear anything now, Barley.
All right, let me make your change back to where I kind of had
My
it.
bad. I messed it all up.
How's that, Adam?
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Copy.
It gets louder in here, and then we get a difficult balance.
I didn't change anything from Thursday. It's weird that it's hot.
Our commercials back there too go like this all the time. They're not normalized. I don't know
Got
why. And people are calling Carlo a diva or me. It's okay if you call Carlo one, not me though. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics tonight here at Into a Dome. Tip-off 56 minutes away. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Moslin. This is Clippers Countdown, the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. Coming up, you're going to hear from the head coach and Teron Lue. But join the show right now here in Los Angeles. That would be Carlo Jimenez, your radio voice of the Clippers. Carlo, what's up?
Adam, I know it's been a while, but it's great to see you. Great to hear from you. And I just want to say, congratulations on all your hard work this week. It sounded terrific.
Thank you. You know what? This is one of those times where I'm going to say I deserve it.
Yeah, you do. You do, guys. If you got some downtime, not during the game, when you got some time, go check out Adam's fill-in for Ben Maller and then your show last night. Great stuff. Adam did a 4-hour show by himself, guys, and I was entertained.
Appreciate it, my friend. We also had La Murray on that show. If you want to check that out, it's in the video section on Clippers Talk. He was discussing Kawhi Leonard and the heater that he has been on, dropping 45 points. His most recent performance against the Utah Jazz the other night on Thursday, where Kawhi had 20 of his 45 in the fourth quarter, helping the Clippers pull away and put that game away about midway through the fourth.
He was unbelievable in that game. It just felt like he couldn't be touched. He couldn't be stopped. Kawhi Leonard was next level. Super impressive with the way he's able to let the game come to him for the first 3 quarters, but then understand the feel for the game when he needs to put his foot down. And he did in that fourth quarter. Just felt like Kawhi was like, all right, the Jazz have hung around for enough. I'm going to go to work. And he did that in a big way. The biggest thing was he just continues to do. I mean, sometimes you think guys have good games. It is now maybe the best offensive stretch of Kawhi Leonard's career. We're talking about a guy who didn't score 30 before winning a Finals MVP. And now he's scored 40 or more in 3 of 5 games.
A Finals MVP before he was an All-Star even. And, yeah, 3 40-point games in the last 10 days within the last 5 games. He just tied his old scoring record of 45 after surpassing that by 10 points with 55 just about a week ago. This tear that Kawhi has been on has been special, and he's still doing it on both ends. And it was an interesting contest against the Utah Jazz because the Clippers came out, they punched him in the face, they got up big in the first quarter. Then the Jazz kind of made it a back-and-forth contest until Kawhi said enough is enough, and they just ran away with that thing in the fourth quarter.
They really did. I felt like their defense really showed up. They were able to turn Utah over multiple times, turn it into offensive points. I think the biggest thing for the Clippers in this stretch, Adam, is their defense has really become another motor for their offense, and we did not see that through the first 27 games of the season. The Clippers did not have that high points off turnovers numbers like they had in the past. They had, I believe, 38 points off turnovers last game. A huge number for the Clippers. They got it going on that end, and it was really impressive. 35.
This Clippers team, you know, we talked about it during the ball game through the first 3 quarters. They couldn't hit wide open 3-pointers, but they stuck with it. The process was good. They were generating wide open looks, and then eventually they started to fall in the fourth where they went 8 of 15. Of course, Kawhi hit a lot of those.
Yeah, Kawhi was huge. I thought the Clippers really turned the tide when they were able to hit those threes at a high level in the fourth quarter. And what was even more impressive is, like you said, the Clippers just stuck with the threes. 51 threes, the second most ever attempted in franchise history. You got to go back to COVID times when they attempted more 3-pointers. But Joey Kimball had a great stat earlier today on these nice nifty stat sheets he sent us that make us sound really, really smart. The Clippers are 5-0 in franchise history when they put up at least 48 shots from 3. I ask you, Adam, why not shoot them every time if you're 5-0 in franchise history?
Well, it's interesting. Coach Lue always talks about taking the right type of 3-pointers, but he did say pregame he felt like about 41, 42 of those attempts last game were really good quality shots.
Why not 48?
So, well, you know, Joe Mazzulla would say why not 48, but even the Boston Celtics are taking fewer threes so far this season, interestingly enough, who the Clippers see tonight. But this is a Clippers team that is starting to show off a lot more firepower from beyond the arc. Brook Lopez remains in the starting lineup, something else we heard from Coach Lue pregame, as Ivica Zubac will be returning after about a 2-week hiatus off that turned ankle. So he's ahead of the initial prognosis, but he volunteered to come off the bench because the Clippers have won 6 straight. He doesn't want to disrupt the rhythm they're really in right now.
Yeah, and I think it says a lot about Ivica Zubac's character, about how he feels about this team, this organization. You know, Ivica Zubac has always been somebody who has loved being a Clipper, and he talked about in the offseason when he had a chance to sign that extension a couple of seasons ago, he was like, well, I always wanted to be a Clipper, and we got it done. And the Clippers offered the most money they could, and Ivica Zubac signed. Didn't even really take his chances, didn't want to go anywhere else. He loves being here in Los Angeles and being in a Clipper uniform. And so to see him say, you know, I know I'm the starter, Ty Lue even saying, Ivica Zubac is our starter. He has been since I got here, but because the way we're playing, we're going to go with Brook Lopez until further notice. And I think it makes sense. The team's won 6 in a row. They're playing their best basketball. You don't want to disrupt that starting group. At the same time, we've seen Ty Lue close with completely different lineups from game to game. And a lot of players will tell you it's not who starts, it's who's the last 5 on the hardwood. Ty Lue has not cared who's starting, who's coming off the bench. He's played his best 5 at the end of the games. We saw that last game. Jordan Miller, big run at the end of the game against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, we'll see who ends up during those clutch time moments or late in the fourth quarter when the going gets tough. And Ivica Zubac likely, while it wasn't spoken about, I believe, pregame, likely will still be on a minutes restriction in his first game back, which also makes a lot of sense to not start him quite yet. We will see what happens moving forward. Hey, the Clippers keep winning. They keep this thing rolling. It's all good times right now for this Clippers team as we're watching Brook Lopez warm up as he just came out there after Ivica Zubac was out pregame putting up some shots on the left block. So the 2 big men are back, but in similar but also different roles now. This happened with the Lakers back when they were there, 2014, 2015, 2016, somewhere in there when Brook Lopez was there for 1 season. He was Ivica Zubac's mentor, and he was the starter then. Ivica Zubac backed him up. So kind of a role reversal. We'll see how it goes here. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics tonight here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just about 50 minutes away. He's Carlo Jimenez, and coming up next, Carlo's got his one-on-one conversation with the head coach in Tyronn Lue. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Only in football can you play with a club on your hand.
Why are they wearing these uniforms in this game?
I don't know. Jeez Louise. They got to take them off. Dude, Brock's had no time.
If they play like this, they should have changed their jerseys at halftime.
Yeah,
I mean, he's... No. I mean, they're rushing 5 and 4. I said they're rushing 5 and 4 every time again, though. Why? Oh boy! Oh boy!
Uh-oh!
Good jump by that guy. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you don't want to be that 6 seed.
I like how they don't know how to rebrand this, so it's just like NFL instead of Monday Night Football.
NFL primetime or whatever they're calling it.
So they lose, it's Eagles, or is it? It depends on the Rams.
Well, as long as the Rams win, Niners would be 6 seed if they lose. But then
the Rams are playing
2 and
Arizona.
3 spot is up in the air. Yeah, the Rams are gonna win. They're playing their guys. I don't know. Where'd you rather go, Chicago or Philadelphia?
Chicago, for sure. I just don't like seeing Philly in the playoffs. In Philly.
Yeah.
Chicago's so young. They haven't been there.
Yeah. Hey, you know, this game isn't over yet, so.
Take a moment to locate the nearest exit to your seat.
Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off 47 minutes away. Welcome back. I'm Adam Osland. It is Clippers Countdown, the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. Still to come, Dime Dropper will be here. Our friend Darian Vaziri from Locked On Clippers. But first, let's head back over to Carlo Jimenez.
Please notify the arena host near this area. Remember to remain calm and exit with the rest of your section. Once outside, make your way to the designated emergency assembly point located outside the arena. Arena team members will be there to assist you and provide further instructions. Follow their directions promptly and stay together with your group. In case of a minor injury, we have trained medical team members stationed on the floor, main, and terrace levels, equipped to handle emergency medical needs. If you require medical attention, please notify the nearest arena team member. If you need to report an emergency, contact the nearest arena team member or simply use the app. Again, your safety is our number one priority. We appreciate your awareness of the surroundings in case of an emergency. Enjoy the show and welcome to Into a Dome.
You were practicing a minute ago. Show me your LA. Show me your LA again. There it is. See? Now have that. Take a picture of that one. Take a picture. There we go. We got it. I saw you rehearsing this a little bit ago. Oh, everybody got the LA down, huh? Oh, we working on it too. Go ahead. Wait. I need the L to be in the other hand. Put the L in the other hand. It can't look right to you. There you go. There it is. That's how you show somebody the LA. You guys work on that with a little one. We'll be back.
Coach Lou pregame there with Carlo Jimenez as we get set for the Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics here at Into a Dome. Tip-off just 45 minutes away. I'm Adam Osland, and coming up next, we're going back in time in Clippers Rewind right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Everybody's trying to do the LA today, huh? All right, I need the L on the other hand. L on the other hand. Your L needs to be in the right hand. What up, Swell? I said, what up, Swell?
Darian just said, do we start at 7 or do you want me at 7? So I responded with, yes. Like, do we start at 7 or do you want me at 7? Yes. See if I can get eyes on him. Oh. You doing good?
Yeah.
How's your New Year? It's pretty good. What's that? Yeah, I've been working a lot, but it's good. This ain't real work, so whatever. Yeah, I did Fox the last 3 nights because Ben Maller's been out. What's that? I am a little. You know what I've been doing? Taking a lot of ibuprofen for my throat. My throat's soft, so pause. So I have to keep it medicated. I lose my voice pretty easy. Oh yeah. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics here at Into a Dome. Tip-off just 42 minutes away. Welcome back. I'm Adam Osland. It is Clippers Countdown still to come. Dime Dropper will be here on your pregame show, but right now we're going back in time in Clippers Rewind, back to April 9th of 1978 in theaters at the time. You had Coming Home with Jane Fonda, John Voight, and Bruce Dern. Also out at the time was the Navy submarine movie Gray Lady Down, starring Charlton Heston and David Carradine. And on the radio, it was Night Fever by the Bee Gees. I got a fever. And the Clippers, then Buffalo Braves, were in the old Boston Garden, and Swin Nader, he was giving the Shamrocks all they could handle.
Tonight's elimination kid of the game is Mason James McKeever. Thank you for being a part of the LA Clippers Official Kids Club, Mason. We hope you're enjoying the game with your family tonight. You know you're all-star in the making. Enjoy the LA Clippers Kids Club for the chance to be featured too. Join tonight at clippers.com/kids club. There's Mason. Welcome, buddy. Back in action Monday, January 5th. We'll be taking on the Golden State Warriors. Tip-off 7 p.m. Doors open at 5:30.
Swin Nader with 28 and 18 boards. That was the final year of the Buffalo Braves before they relocated to San Diego and became the Clippers back in 1978. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics here at Intuit Dome tonight. Tip-off 40 minutes away. Coming up next, your player to watch, and then Dime Dropper will be here on the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. It's Clippers Countdown. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the Halo board as we recognize all members of the 2025-26 Small Business Smart Program offered by Level Sports Media.
Did I do all right with my college football analysis, Daniel? Did I do all right with my college football analysis?
On Thursday? Yeah, I heard the whole thing. It was really, really good.
Thanks, man. Considering I didn't watch one of the games. No, I mean, I did kind of watch it. I just had to check in the highlights.
Season ticket holders can make one of our games. Don't sweat. You can sell your tickets on Ticketmaster. Safely and securely sell your tickets.
Not in a long, long time.
But I know that guy's on Fox Sports now.
Clipper fans, the ball's in your court. NBA All-Star voting is underway, and now's your chance to help get the Clippers into the 2026 NBA All-Star game on our own home court here at Intuit Dome. Cast your ballot today, tomorrow, every day through January 14th at clippers.com/vote.
Dime Dropper updated things. He said that did not answer my question. Yes.
Just send him another yes.
Yeah. I'll just tell 7. 7 is 7. If you're there by 7, stuff will happen. You gonna go ID here? Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics. Tip-off is just about 35 minutes away. I'm Adam Moslin. This is Clippers Countdown, the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. And while we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Coming up, we got Dime Dropper on the show in our Media Roundtable segment. But first, we got something else. Ivica Zubac returns, but he will be coming off the bench for now, voluntarily coming off the bench. He wants to see Brooke Lopez still in that starting lineup as they have won the last 6 games. Doesn't want to disrupt the flow. But the reports of Ivica Zubac and his demise this season have been greatly exaggerated. Yes, he hasn't been quite as good as last season. Last season, he averaged 16.8 points per game and 12.6 rebounds per game. This season, he's averaging 15.6 points per game and 11.1 rebounds per game. And he still had some really big games this season, including 33 against Houston's front line, including a game where he had 33 against Evan Mobley, who he cooked. Ivica Zubac coming off the bench voluntarily, trying to help this Clippers team, making sure they keep the good vibes going and the rhythm they're in right now with the starting unit. Big Zoo, my player to watch. Tip off 34 minutes away from Into a Dome. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics. Coming up, we got your injury report, and then Darian Vaziri will be here because he's like already here. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. What's up, Don? What did you think of that Zoo news? What did you think of Zoo? You're on. You should be on.
What about him?
He's coming off the bench voluntarily.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised hearing that.
It's Zoo. He sacrifices.
Do you think it's going to be like a permanent thing, or do you think it's just testing
No,
it out and working him back into it?
I mean, Coach Lou stressed he is the starter. He's just going to come off the bench for now.
Okay, that's
they-
what I figured.
If they, go 12-0, if they just keep winning forever, yeah. It's over. But I don't think that's going to be the case. In fact, this is going to be a tough game tonight. How things going for you? Happy
Well,
New Year.
It was good. How about yours?
Working a lot, but good work, so
Yeah.
it's no problem.
Yeah, we've had a lot of home games in this stretch. I actually like it, though. I've been pretty available. A lot of Celtics fans tonight
Yeah,
don't like it, but it's
that
typical
is
of
kind
them.
of annoying. They think they own this place.
There's a lot of green around. I don't like it.
How's the swell been treating you? So KD came up and said that was you?
No, I was yelling at him from the first row, and then I was just like, LA Fitness coach. It was 24-hour fitness, what he said on Twitter, not LA Fitness. But he was like, that was you? And then, yeah, I captured the interaction on my video, but it was pretty funny. But, yeah, there's this rule now. You have to RSVP on the app over 24 hours before the game to get into the swell. Even though I came over an hour early, I'm technically not in the swell tonight, but I'll see if there's an empty seat.
Okay. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics here at Into a Dome. Tip-off just 33 minutes away. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Osland. It is Clippers Countdown, the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. Coming up next, we got our Media Roundtable segment with Darian Vaziri. Dime Dropper from Locked On Clippers will be here. But first, your injury report. Still no Bogey out with that left hamstring injury. You know the other guys that are out. Ivica Zubac is back, but not in the starting lineup tonight. Looks like he has volunteered to come off the bench. As for the Boston Celtics, still no Jason Tatum, of course. Amari Williams is out as well. Dime Dropper coming up next in just 2 minutes from now on Clippers Countdown as we get set for the Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics here at Into a Dome. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. I miss Winning Time. Did you watch Winning Time?
Yeah.
Dude, that
Of
show was
course.
so good.
I know.
And they hadn't even touched the tip. They had so much more to get into.
Did the Celtics trigger that memory?
Yeah, the F Boston comment here. When they ended that one episode with F Boston.
Yeah.
That was great.
Did you watch the Clipper version? What was it called? Clipped?
I watched it.
I think I still had like an episode or two left that I didn't finish. I should finish it, but it wasn't nearly as entertaining.
I thought it was decent.
Yeah.
Actually, I really liked what's his name as Donald Sterling. He was pretty great.
Yes, he was really good. Kevin O'Neill, was it?
No, isn't it Ed Harris?
Ed Harris. No, not Ed
No,
Harris.
Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill.
We
Kevin
were,
O'Neill.
like halfway.
I was almost there.
Married with Children. He was good. Whoever played Shelley was good. I don't need another clip, though. I'll say that much. So no talking nasty about the team. No saying any of that. Okay, I'm just playing.
I never playing well.
I was listening to you earlier. It's pretty remarkable what Kawhi's doing.
It is.
But I even still say they're 12 and 21. Everything should still be on the table.
Right.
Everything.
Right.
Everybody has a price. You get a Godfather offer. Come on. I'm not asking for anyone to be traded, but you have to consider everything when you're 12 and 21. You win 6 in a row and you're still 12 and 21.
Yeah.
Do you get some shots up before or after the game in the plaza?
I do not shoot on the plaza. There's way too many people just like acting like they've never shot a ball in their lives, fighting for a rebound. I don't know. Before the game, preferably, if I'm playing basketball. Yeah.
Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics. Tip-off just 30 minutes away here at Into a Dome. Welcome back. I'm Adam Moslin. Coming up, your drive around the league. But joining the show right now from Locked On Clippers is Darian Vaziri, a.k.a. Dime Dropper. Dime, good to see you. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Clippers have won 6 straight. You must be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I appreciate you for having me as always, Adam. And best basketball we played so far this season. New year. And, just, I don't know, around this time, it's always nice to appreciate what we have here at Into a Dome. And I don't take it for granted, for sure.
New year and maybe a new version or an updated operating system as they're talking about with Kawhi Leonard with the emphasis on three-pointers. He gets up 16, a career high last time out, drops 20 in the fourth quarter to get to 45 points, and the Clippers eventually pull away from the Utah Jazz. But what are you seeing from Kawhi now at the age of 34, who's put together his best scoring run? I know you can debate whether or not he's a better scorer now than he was earlier in his career, but the numbers say he's on his best heater.
He absolutely is. I mean, these last 6 games have been insane. I believe 39 points a game in the last 6, and shooting splits absolutely insane. It's amazing with Kawhi because we go through this stretch every year post ACL injury in 2021 where everybody questions if he's the same guy, if he's declined a little bit. Maybe some people even use the W word, washed, when it comes to him. And then as the season goes on, he goes through these stretches where he's a top 10 player, maybe even top 5 player in the league, and is making every single shot from all 3 levels. And it's really an amazing thing to see because he took a jump shooting clinic. Like he's really not getting. I mean, he has been getting to the line more recently, which I think is a huge part of why he's been scoring more. But he's not fully getting to the rim all the time. Right? It's still just an incredible ability to just create space and how efficient he is at just shooting the basketball now. It's amazing how much he's improved as a shooter over the course of his career. One of the craziest improvements I've seen from a player from his first year to what he became.
Yeah, I mean, just going back to San Diego State, nobody could have foreseen him turning into this type of player, but hard work pays off. And when Kobe and Mike are your mentors and your favorites coming into the league, if you work hard enough, anything is possible. Something we've talked about a lot over the years is we just want to see more of a scoring appetite from Kawhi Leonard, and we're getting that now. And he has talked about post-game that he needs to score more with this group. So they're asking for more out of him. He's delivering, but I know you like them taking the right type of three-pointers. Kawhi is basically saying that if I have to take a step back to take 2 steps forward right now because I'm evolving my game, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put him up no matter what. Right now they're going. Hopefully he stays on this heater, but he is changing his game to some degree, but also doing something we've been asking for a long time, which is just be that number 1 option, be consistently getting 20 shots per game, bare minimum.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we're probably going to end up talking about it, the Zubats thing, but, not having Zoo, you don't have another person to worry about as well, I think has contributed a little bit to that, but not – again, I'll save the Zoo stuff for later, but it really changes things when your number one option is clearly the number one option. I mean, throughout the first 25 games of the season, there were still debates. You could argue that James Harden was the best player on this team. Obviously, Kawhi missed those 10 games early, but even when he was playing, people were debating it, and rightfully so with the way James was playing.
Yeah.
But the best version of this team is going to come with James Harden as the second guy, Kawhi as the main man, Kawhi being a 25 to 30 point per game scorer consistently. But I really do think there's a huge difference between the 24-25 that he's hovered around in the 3 seasons after the the ACL, as opposed to 27 to 30. 27 to 30 really makes a huge difference. And for me, the mindset thing, I think in the regular season, sometimes Kawhi can be a little passive. In some playoff games, he can be a little not shot heavy enough as well. But we've seen him scale up in the playoffs at times. I really like that we're seeing it now in the regular season, and I think a lot of it starts with his body. I think it's how he's feeling. If his legs start going in the fourth quarter and he's not able to create space or move with as much wiggle, I mean, it really makes a difference for him. Right now, his body looks really, really good, and no greater game than that Detroit game.
Well, and this is the first time since 2020 he's had a healthy offseason. He didn't have to go under the knife. And even though it took him a little bit of time, he missed 10 games after an injury unrelated to the knee. He's playing obviously better than when he came into the season because that's typically how it goes with Kawhi. He starts slow. Now he's stepping on the gas. They certainly need him to. They're still 12-21 on the season. But you mentioned it, Ivica Zubac, Brook Lopez. A lot of the conversation behind the scenes with Clipper Nation right now is who should be starting. Well, Ivica Zubac made the decision for everybody. He said, I'm coming off the bench. We found that out earlier tonight, pregame, from Coach Lou. Do you like the move? What have you seen from the Clippers with Brook Lopez? And do you expect at some point for Zubac to be back in the starting lineup?
I do expect for Zoo to be back in the starting lineup. That's very selfless of him to do that because it's only been 5 games, right? But
6 games. Yeah.
he was 5.5 because he missed. He got
Okay.
injured in the first half
End
of
of the
Laker
first quarter. And they
Right.
were up by 10, by the way, when Ivica Zubac got injured.
game. Right. So the sample size is still really small, and I think Brook Lopez has been much better than I expected he would be. I was very worried when Zoo went down because of the way Brook Lopez had looked earlier on in the season, but he's been serviceable on defense and on the glass, which I think was the most worrying thing. And then obviously had the heater against Portland. That was amazing. Most threes he's ever made in a game. And he has added a little bit of an element of a pick and pop and a spacing aspect, but it's being extremely overstated, in my opinion, by a lot of Clipper fans. And I do think there are a lot of Clipper fans that just don't love Zoo's game. And I think they've waited for a moment like this to kind of use it to validate their take that maybe Zubac isn't who Clipper fans think he is. And at the end of the day, basketball is not black and white. Zubac has never been an all-star. There are people like you and me that think that he is an all-star caliber guy when he's playing his best basketball. There are other guys that think that he's overrated and they think that the Clippers should have traded him years ago. And, having a pick and pop 5 gives you a different element. But if you really go back and watch Kawhi's game against Detroit and some of the shots he's making, there's multiple defenders waiting for him as he drives anyway. They're giving Brook Lopez those threes on a lot of games. I don't really see much of a spacing difference, except for the fact that we can get more threes off with the pick and pop element. At the end of the day, teams are still not going to let Kawhi Leonard and James Harden go one-on-one a ton. They're going to be showing help. So I think it's been overstated completely because for me, the real thing that's changed has been Kawhi. And also John Collins has found his shot again. Or for the first time this season, really.
Well, and the Clippers in general, they're shooting 41% from 3 over the last 6 games. Every single game they have outshot their opponent to the point where they're shooting 41% from 3 the last 6 games. Their opponents are shooting 27% from 3. That's not all the Zoo effect. Some of that is shooting variance and the shooting numbers going back in their favor.
Yeah, and we anticipated this, that at the beginning of the season, the Clippers weren't good. We were not a good team, but a lot of the games we were playing, teams were just shooting a ridiculous percentage from 3, and there were certain guys like Klay Thompson hasn't had the best year, but he had a heater against us. Cam Spencer, career high against the Clippers this season. Bam Adebayo, most threes in a game this
Who was
season.
it with the Atlanta Hawks that went off on them?
Vit Krejci.
Krejci.
So that stuff, you would think that eventually the numbers would go back in our favor, the shooting variance, and they have. And in addition, we're shooting the ball better, which a lot of it starts with Kawhi. I do think Brook Lopez does add to that aspect, even though he's not really shot that great besides a couple of games. But at the end of the day, with the spacing aspect, teams, if Brook Lopez is sitting at the top of the key, teams will still be in the gaps, forcing Harden to kick it out. Whereas just the help is coming from a different spot when Zubats is in, and it's more at the around the basket, protecting the rim. I think it still doesn't make life that much easier for Kawhi and James Harden, like people are saying. But if Zubats comes back and the Clippers not lose this game, because the Celtics are are playing good basketball this season, but if we see a real dip in form over the next 5 to 10 games, then maybe we can start questioning things a little bit. But as of now, I think it's very premature, and I think you're not seeing the big picture.
I think that's very fair, the analysis there. I know a lot of people will instantly jump on Zoo, even if he's coming off the bench, which he will be tonight, and they somehow lose the first game when he's back. But I would say correlation isn't causation. Like, it's not that simple. It has certainly been presented that way by some, but it is not that simple. The three-point shooting has completely gone in their favor. Kawhi is on the biggest scoring run of his life right now. And to your point about the spacing, it's not like Kawhi's getting a bunch of layups and dunks. He still is living off a steady diet of mid-range shots. So Brook Lopez pulling his man out to the three-point line isn't creating these gaps in these driving lanes that are just massive. And, it's Moses parting the sea out there.
I was thinking about something. The one thing you could say that Zoo actually might help us out with is our pick and roll game. In this for Harden in this sense. Brook Lopez is going to pop out. So what we saw against Denver, and I believe it was against not Sacramento. Who was our last game against?
Last game was against Utah.
Utah. They are, at times, hedging or coming to the level of the screen, the big man, just to get James Harden to get rid of the ball. Whereas with Zoo, they're always going to play drop coverage, so it allows Harden to get more paint touches, which is good for our team. However, what about this argument if you're pro Brook Lopez?
Okay.
What about saying, taking away the Harden Zoo pick and roll that's so effective actually gives Kawhi Leonard more shots, and maybe that's the route the Clippers want to go. Like maybe less is more. You don't have Zoo involved, so you don't have the Harden pick and roll aspect, but Harden still creates good shots for Lopez, but obviously more floaters, more paint points with Zoo. But what about that? That's an interesting point no one has made, I feel like.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Anything that creates more of a hierarchy within this team and makes sure that Kawhi is the number one option at all times, we both believe that's when the Clippers are at their best. I'm definitely for that, and he has to stay in this attack mode that he's been in. We'll see how it plays out. We're both Clippers fans before Visa Zubats fans, even though he is my favorite Clipper. All I care about is this squad winning, and if they're winning, it is all good, and I think he feels the same way, and that's why he volunteered to come off the bench. Let's talk a little bit about the young guys. Yannick Conan Niederhauser, obviously this has an effect on him. We'll see how many minutes he gets moving forward now, but Kobe Sanders has been playing well. Obviously, CP3 was sent home. They still have a missing piece, I would say. A key missing piece without Bogdan Bogdanovic is just not having another ball handler out there. But Kobe Sanders has looked really good at times so far.
He really has, and it's been a pleasant sight for us who haven't been able to, necessarily develop young talent as well as fans would like. But Kobe Sanders has a lot of like the intangibles that you want as well. I think the shot making, like the making open threes, is going to be big for him to get more minutes with a win now team. But he's a very solid rebounder for his position, for his size. He's smart. He does a good job playing off of 2 feet and not, traveling and stuff like that. I think taking care of the ball and, getting used to making NBA pick and roll reads is going to be a process for him that he's continuously getting better at. He also has a glimpse, though, of making tough, like, mid-range shots, too.
Turnarounds.
Yeah. So it's been awesome to see, and his effort level's been good. And just having, that youth and that pop athletically that we really have lacked for a couple of years is really nice with Kobe. And then with Yannick, and it's very unfortunate that we're probably not going to see him in the rotation because Zoo's coming back, because it was just great to see him develop a little bit.
Yeah, Yannick, I mean, he certainly made a name for himself a little bit with Clipper Nation, just having a 16-point game out there, showing off the athleticism, and really it's the high ceiling with him. People are arguing about drafting Kalkbrenner. Instead, he goes to Charlotte. But you kind of see now what the vision is with Yannick. It's somebody that he just has more tools in his tool belt. Like, if you get him to that point where he's playing consistent minutes out there and is able to gain more experience and grow his game, I don't know what he could end up being with some of the handle he showed off, the coordination out there, and even his three-point shot. I know he hasn't taken many, but the form looks good too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree on all those points. It's just tough, when you have a win now team that the Clippers have been for the last 15 years, it's hard for young players to break into the rotation. Terrence Mann was able to be one of those guys, even Amir Coffey for a little bit. But, I was hoping, there was a part of me that was hoping when we drafted Yannick that he would be the backup to Zoo. Then we ended up getting Brooke Lopez. And Brooke Lopez doesn't have that many years left. But, yeah, that's the unfortunate part about getting Zoo back because, as you said, all those things with Yannick are, I'm here for the journey with him,
All right, I got one last question for you. Going to put you on the hot seat. What would it take for you to come back to our side and not look for a sell-off with this team? How could they convince you that there's more potential here or a higher ceiling for this season overall? What would they have to do?
Win a first-round series.
Okay.
Win a first round because we haven't won a first-round series since there was cardboard cutouts in the crowd, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And, we haven't won a first-round series with Harden. And Harden was brought here to win a championship because we were, kind of in that fifth seed range when we had, after 2023. You add James Harden to the mix, we had a great stretch. We looked like one of the best teams in the league. And we've had to rebound off of losing Paul George. But for me, it's like, I don't know what's being offered, I don't know what's being offered. And a lot of Clipper fans have been saying they want to sell on Zoo. Some of them even with Kawhi. I do not know what's being offered, so I can't say. But if we lose in the first round, you would think maybe there was a time where we could have given them up and gone something because another playoff exit a year older for Kawhi and Harden, it might get a little bit tougher to trade them. But, when we're playing well, I'm not going to complain because there is a part of the Clipper fans, especially the way that we are as a fan base, that they want to see that underdog Cinderella story, us make a run back into the playoffs, and maybe we can win a first-round series through the play-in. But I've talked to some Clipper fans that think we're going to can still get in the top 6. By the way, one of them, the captain, Alan, says you're not answering his question on chat.
What was the question?
Alan from the Swell. I don't know. He just
What
told
did
me
he
that.
say? I feel like he called in last week. I answered it on the air. What does he want from me?
Check the last vlog. I think he called it out. It was a specific moment of that.
All right. He is Dime Dropper, Darian Vaziri. Check him out on his own YouTube channel as well as Locked On Clippers. And he's always in the Swell talking with Kevin Durant. Darian, thanks for doing this here on Clippers
Thank you, Adam.
Countdown, my friend.
Appreciate it so much.
Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics. Tip-off just about 15 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. Coming up next, we'll get your drive around the league. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Oh, love Dime. Relax, little dump.
Whether it's with a designated driver, rideshare, public transit, the best 910 with everyone getting home safe. Part of the NBA designated driver assist program. Designated drivers can receive a free.
Ooh, Seahawks added a field goal. Yes, Peyton Pritchard had 8 threes last time. Lauren Rose on the sideline. Courtside tonight. I haven't watched. I see some clips. Yeah, I've seen that format. Yeah, I suppose that's smart. It's a YouTube channel, yeah. Thanks again for Dime Dropper for stopping in here on Clippers Countdown. I'm at a Moslin. Tip-off is just 12 minutes away. Coming up, it's back to Carlo Jimenez. But first, let's get to your drive around the league. It's brought to you by Toyota. It's the Here and Now sales event at your Toyota dealer. The clock is ticking. Do not wait to grab a great deal on a new Toyota. We make it easy. Earlier in Chicago was the Charlotte Hornets winning 112-99. Miles Bridges with 26 and 14 in the victory. Raptors over the Hawks in Toronto, 134-117. Brandon Ingram had 29 and 9. Philadelphia went into New York, and the 76ers got a 130-119 win. Tyrese Maxey, 36 points in the victory. As Carlo Jimenez is having a conniption next to me. I don't know if that means the 49ers just threw an interception here, as I'm about to see. And, oh my God, that was a rough play. Yes, out of the receiver's hands, into the defender's hands. 13-3 Seattle, who just got the ball back with 10:21 remaining in a battle for the top seed in the NFC. I guess that's another scoreboard watch. Late in San Antonio, Trailblazers 111, Spurs 107 with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Denny Advia, great year for him. 26, 10, and 10. Already has the triple-double. Luke Cornett, great year for him. No Wemby. He's got 23, 7, and 4 blocks, but the Spurs trail by 4 at home with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Coming up next, back to Carlo Jimenez, if he feels like talking. I don't know. He's pretty distraught right now, guys. That was a rough play. Very unfortunate for the 49ers. As a Panther fan, though, I don't feel bad for anyone after the way we got screwed earlier today. I'm Adam Osland, and this is Clippers Countdown. Tip-off is just 10 minutes away at Into a Dome. Clippers and Boston Celtics, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. I need the Falcons to win.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Of all the people I thought would drop a pass like that, McCaffrey was the last one.
Wait, was that George Kittle?
That was McCaffrey.
Oh, I didn't even see. That is shocking. You know, they just put him third at MVP odds.
Not anymore.
After that.
Sam Darnold might give it back. Oh, instead throws a perfect out route.
Gotta get a stop. Gotta get a stop. Plenty of time left. Plenty of time left.
You know that gif of Homer? And it's all dark, and he's on the couch. He's like, come sit next to me. Yeah. That's my Carolina Panthers talking to the 49ers right now. Come over here.
We don't want to sit next to you.
No. We're in this together. We feel your pain. At least you guys didn't get 3 calls go against you. Although, I mean, he's the number 2
They're
pick
not gonna win a Super Bowl though, bro. Like, come on.
Seattle.
They're not that good.
Ugh. They're down.
Miami who? Oh, okay. I was like, the Dolphins? Yeah, you're right. Carson Beck. Oh, my goodness.
Are you ahead? Oh, no.
No, he's way behind.
Oh, my goodness. Seahawks touchdown. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics. Tip-off just 8 minutes away here at the Dome. The Dome is home, and we're rejoined by your radio voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez. Carlo, my player to watch in this one, Ivica Zubac, volunteering to come off the bench. Want to see how he looks. Want to see how many minutes he gets. Your player to watch for the Clippers.
You know, I just ran into Law Murray in the hallway, and we were talking about
Reporter to watch.
Yeah. No, who do you think you put on Jaylen Brown? I think that's the question early in this game. Do you see Chris Dunn on him a little bit smaller? Do you see somebody like Kawhi Leonard on him late in the game? And Law told me he expects John Collins to start on Jaylen Brown. So I'm going JC for that fact. Last 6 games, he's averaging a block and a steal a half. He's been more active on the defensive end. Ty Lue has really praised his energy. I feel like John Collins is a big swing piece for the Clippers today.
I'm excited to see when Derek Jones Jr. comes in. Him D'ing up Jaylen Brown after what happened with the injury in Boston. It was Jaylen Brown who ran into his knee. Bit of a reckless play out there. Tip-off, though, is 7 minutes away. Here at Into It Dome. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics. Coming up next, we'll get your keys to victory. I'm Adam Osland, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. It's a decent pick.
Wow.
Someone said big head Darnold can't be beat.
No one. This is the most wide open it's ever been.
Feels like it right now. They're special.
Niners about to get a pick six. About to get a 3 and out. About to score another
Yeah,
touchdown.
but wasn't Minnesota like in the same level that Seahawks were at this point last year? And then what did they do in the playoffs?
Close. Yeah,
They folded
you're right.
with Darnold.
Darnold
at
just
the
has
helm.
to be competent.
Yeah.
And he has potential to be much better than that.
Don't worry, guys. Niners are going to come back.
I wish you could be this confident when the Clippers are down.
I am. I'm delusionally confident. Ask around.
I kid.
I'm the deaf.
Me? Ask around. Yeah.
Me? I'm pretty optimistic, I'd say. Are you not agreeing? I mean, you can be honest. I'm not going to take it personally. I just broke my
You're
credential.
absolutely optimistic. I get stereotyped as Mr. Negative.
I mean,
Said
yeah.
Mr. Realistic. Clippers taking on the Boston Celtics here at Into a Dome. Tip-off just moments away. Let's get to your keys to victory. Well, we just discussed this player a little while ago with Carlo Jimenez, but Jaylen Brown, obviously the head of the snake right now with this Boston Celtics team without Jason Tatum. And remember, he did win the Finals MVP a couple of seasons ago against the Dallas Mavericks to get them their first championship since 2008. And in wins so far this season, Jaylen Brown is shooting 37% from three. In losses, 33% from three. So a 4% swing there. You got to make sure he doesn't get loose from the outside. This is a solid three-point shooting team. They don't have the volume they used to with getting up 55 three-pointers per game, but they're still shooting 37% from the outside as a team with the Boston Celtics. However, over the last 6 games during this Clippers winning streak, teams are shooting just 27% from three. So keep them down, keep Jaylen Brown in check from the perimeter, and the Clippers should have a very good chance to make it 7 straight here at Into a Dome. Tip-off, 3 minutes away. Carlo Jimenez is coming up next here at the Dome. The Dome is home, Clippers and Celtics, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. See you guys post-game.
See ya.
Love y'all.